All right, for years, the debate has raged. Can democracy and development go hand in hand? Some say strong leaders deliver roads and jobs faster, while others argue that without democracy, growth is unsustainable. But across Africa, new models are emerging, innovative, homegrown, and transformative. Today, we'll explore these breakthroughs, from tech-driven governance to youth-led movements. And then we ask the question, how is Africa redefining the link between democracy and development? Well, good morning and welcome to the agenda on Dominion Broadcast Group. I am Chike Obogu, and today we're diving into another critical conversation. How do we break new grounds in democracy development nexus in Africa? Right, let's hit it straight. First, let's break it down. What do we mean by democracy development nexus? What is that link, democracy and development? Democracy isn't just about elections. It is about voice, accountability, and strong institutions. Development is not just GDP growth. It is about quality of education, quality healthcare, and jobs for all. And then the question is, does democracy fuel development, or does development strengthen democracy? Take Botswana, one of Africa's oldest democracies. Its steady growth and low corruption shows how stability attracts investment. But on the flip side, Rwanda's rapid development under strong leadership challenges is the idea that democracy is a prerequisite. But here's the twist. New research suggests it's not either or. The real magic happens when citizens participate in shaping their future. Think of Kenya's devolved countries or Ghana's digital governance reforms. Let's get to listen to this young Kenyan lady speak about development in Kenya, especially about how to spend in Kenya.
Yourself as having 2,760 shillings to spend.
Okay.
I think that's not a bad amount.
2,760.
Yes, 2,760 shillings that you have for your budget. It could be, let's say, your household budget for a week, a month, a day, depending on your spending.
Okay.
Different people, different spending, right? This 2,760 shillings, you can, I know in your head you've already started bangaing what to do with it, but let's pay some debts first. Let's
Okay.
do some obligations, some
Okay.
deductions, okay? You start with debt interest. Not debt, you're not paying the loan. It's the interest on the loan.
Okay.
Yes. So not the loan that you've taken that you're trying to pay back, just the interest on it. You pay 1,097 shillings out of that. Remember, you had 2,760.
Let me open the calculator so
Yeah.
that when you
What
do this-
calculator?
Calculator, so that we do this easily. Hata calculator imepotea. Imesikia bado. Ikahepa.
Nimesikia baridi.
How much do I have?
You have 2,760.
60.
That's equivalent to our ordinary revenue that
Okay.
we're able to raise, I think, in the last financial year.
In this
Yes.
ending financial year.
Yes.
Hata hii ni optimistic, lakini sawa tu.
in thousands as opposed to
Sawa.
billions and trillions.
Interest payment?
Interest payments ni 1,097 shillings.
1097. Okay.
Utoe hiyo. Then utoe constitutional offices and pensions at 240 shillings.
240.
So think about
That's the first charge, those two.
first charges, constitutional offices and pensions. You're putting aside something for the future and something to protect yourself now and your independence. You know, kitu almost call it insurance of a sort, if you're trying to think of it in a homely way.
Okay.
Aya. salaries for public servants.
Okay.
So think about the people that you employ in your home, the people that take care of your children, that clean your house, the people that work for you. 900 shillings.
900.
County allocations. Tuseme tu ya watoto, something to give the children, pocket money. 405 shillings.
405.
Then less half of pending bills, because there's people who have given you services, they have supplied you with products, wamekuletea nyama, wamekuletea mahindi, wamekuletea mafuta, ukasema
I have 118 bob left, by the way, as we talk. So please now do the math. Nakumbuka sijakula nyama, hata sijakunywa chai.
Is your math correct? Hold on. We're supposed to start with 235 shillings.
We start again?
No, yeah, let's start again.
Negative.
We're already negative.
We're already in the negatives. Okay.
Let's start again.
2,760
760
less 1,097
minus 1097 is
in-
equals 1663.
yeah.
Minus
Less 240 shillings.
240 is equals 1423.
Yeah.
Minus
900.
900.
Yeah.
This was the salaries
For public servants.
everybody.
Yes.
Is equals 523
Ooh. Minus county allocations.
minus 400.
And 5.
40.
All right, you see how Kenyans are calculating, breaking down government expenditure, which will help them develop as a people. When people have a say, policies work better. So, where else is this nexus thriving at this time? Where are we looking at in this at this era? Yes, like I say, where is this nexus thriving? Let us explore. Across the continent, pioneers are rewriting the rules. Senegal's e-governance revolution in Dakar, the country's capital. Citizens report potholes via an app, and the city fixes them within days. Tech isn't just for startups. It is making governments accountable. In Tunisia, after the Arab Spring, the country's constitution reserved 30% of local seats for young leaders. You call it results? Yes, it is. These are policies that address unemployment and education. Let us also look at Namibia's land reform dialogue. Instead of top-down decisions, Namibia holds national conversations on land redistribution, and that has helped the agricultural sector in Namibia. But you might say it's slow, right? Maybe. But it is inclusive, and is absolutely inclusive. Let's listen to a Zambian or a Namibian farmer. Yes, a Namibian farmer.
My name is Makubela. I am a farmer in Speedport. I started farming 10 years back. I'm concentrating mainly doing grain. Here we are busy doing small beginning of this year, and we are busy harvesting now. And as you can see that we are busy with the harvesting process, and we've got a buyer that is Tiger Brands in this case, so we'll be able to supply Tiger Brands with all these beans. So we do have an off-take agreement, which makes life much easier for us as farmers. I want to thank everybody that supported this project and all other farmers. My wish is that...
All right, that's a Namibian farmer. She was holding beans from her harvest. Okay, you find out that she says something, that they farmers are busy harvesting. Government redistributed lands for them and made an enabling environment for them to farm. That is growth. That is development. that is an all-inclusive democracy. These are not perfect models, but they prove one thing. When people co-create solutions, development lasts. Let us delve into the youth factor. 65% of Africa is under 30. And young people are not waiting. They are demanding democracy and delivering development. The EndSARS movement showed how protests can force policy change. The EndSARS movement was in Nigeria, October 2020. In Uganda, social entrepreneurs are tackling unemployment with startups. Let's get to listen to youths in Africa and how they've delved into agriculture as a means to, emancipating themselves and creating development within Africa.
My impression of agriculture in Africa is that it's growing immensely. We've just realized that people gotta eat at the end of the day. And it's becoming quite lucrative, so even it's becoming attractive to the youth. So it's growing. Before we used to hear that the average age of a farmer is 65. Now that narrative is changing, and we have even youths in their 20s who are getting their livelihood from agriculture. So I would say it's changing. The dynamic of agriculture in Africa is changing drastically.
Agriculture being the number one way or system whereby people can feed. Without agriculture, there is no food. Without agriculture, there are no products, at least to an extent.
Anyway, some youths have spoken. Some youths have spoken. You still get to hear the voice of some other youths. But barriers remain. Unemployment fuels frustration. How do we channel this energy? How can the youth shape Africa's future? It is possible. It is doable. Let's get to listen to some other youths now.
Whereby people can feed. Without agriculture, there is no food. Without agriculture, there are no products, at least to an extent. So agriculture is very important, and I feel like we're not doing so much in that area, because the first source of agriculture is the land. So in a place whereby people are less secured, even in their own farmlands, I don't know how we expect them to farm. I don't know how we expect them to begin to put in crops or seeds into the soil. So we're not doing enough, but we could do better actually.
My impression on agriculture, I think it's a huge thing. Being a small-scale farmer, the fact that me being a young person, I want to indulge more on growing my own food stuff, organic, that being also organic. Having kids also, I want my kids to be eating organic food and everything. Yeah, so I think it's good.
The impression I have on agriculture in Africa is that it can be used as a way to sustain us in this economy. Like for instance, like if you take the continuing increase in food, we see that there are a lot of things that can be solved if plenty of our people go into agriculture.
I think agri-tech means incorporating technology in matters agriculture and everything that has to do with, growing food and everything else.
Agri-tech is like when you mix agriculture and technology together. So we can say that agriculture It's like when you're agri-tech is like when you're incorporating technology inside agriculture to be able to better help farming activities.
I've heard of the term agri-tech, and it resonates quite well with me. Being a young person and being in the agriculture industry, agri-tech plays a huge role in terms of growth of the crops that we do. Mainly, I'm in the mushroom industry. I grow mushrooms, button and oyster here in Kenya. And being quite a young industry, technology has really helped me.
I don't know much about agri-tech, but I know that I've seen videos about other countries and how they infuse technology into agriculture, in the sense that people don't need to wait for the time or the season for each fruit to eat it. For instance, corn or mango or pear. You know, the way things are done now in other countries, there's this system whereby they make these things available. You know, you can eat any kind of food you want. From January to December is available. You are not waiting for that particular season to come, like we were doing as children, to eat mango. At every point in time, mango is available. So that is what I know about agri-tech. And I know that there are so many equipments that we are even yet to see here that people are already leveraging in other countries to make agriculture better and easier for them and to make food available. So agriculture isn't that difficult. We can make it easier, but with the right knowledge, the right equipment, and of course, technology.
It may reduce in terms of the land capacity, but in terms of the technology that will be there, it will be somewhere better. Because technology is there, as I said earlier, the presence of the solar dryers. Right now you can even grow food in your second bedroom, so it will be somewhere better.
In the next 50 years, I think agriculture in Africa will have grown if the right parameters are put in place by governments. It's going to go far, and if people are educated, because there's a lot of fertile land in Africa, and if farmers are given new ways of incorporating technology into agriculture, it's going to go very, very far.
I feel like people need to be educated. Some people don't even know about this agri-tech. People need to understand that, yes, there are better ways that we can make these things available to people. We have so many farmers in the interior parts of the world, even in the interior parts of Nigeria, and they don't even have this knowledge. So but when they are taught about this mechanized farming process and then the right equipment are provided, then things can get better. And in 50 years' time, we realize that we are feeding so much people. You know, people are well fed, people are not hungry anymore. People can buy foodstuff without paying so much for it.
The youth are reshaping Africa's future through tech, even in agriculture. International players shape this link too. China funds infrastructure without democracy strings. The West ties aid to governance reforms, which even works better. Look at Ethiopia's dam versus debt debates, which reveals the risks